What's up, guys? Welcome back. So this is going to be a video about the market cycle. If you're not familiar with the market cycle, I have a few videos on my channel about it, but I'm going to put it up here also. It's simply how the market moves. It typically begins with a spike, a big move. Then we move into a tight channel, and then that evolves into a trading range. And then from this point, you can either go into a broad channel or you can start over with the spike, and it can be up or down depending on if they want to continue the trend or not. And then you channel. First pullback is the channel, and then typically a trading range. So, and this just repeats over and over. And what you realize is that all markets in all time frames are in one of these phases. Okay, they're either in a spike, a channel, or a trading range, or a broad channel, which is just a large trading range. So if you go down to a lower time frame chart, say a 30-second or even a 1 minute, you will get a lot of practice at noticing what kind of time frame you're in, what the market's doing, and how you should trade it. And that's what this video is about. I did go ahead and speed it up. So if you feel like you can't understand me, I'm talking too fast, go ahead and go into your little gear icon and slow it down. But this should be helpful to see how I think about when I'm looking at the market cycle on a lower time frame. Enjoy. Comparing this 30-second to this 5 minute here, you see that the limit bulls, limit bears are duking it out here. I'm in a range, top of the range, bottom of the range. I would expect them to visit the top of this range again, so I'm gonna keep pushing my orders up here. Got a stop loss of about $500 on this before we admit we're wrong and close the trade. But this time frame here just shifted bullish. The 30-second just shifted bullish, so it's not. I mean, it's still bullish. It's still trading range. This is a trading range right here. This is a trading range, so we should see some selling here coming in and take us back down to the bottom. And then inside of that trading range, you have an even bigger one here. This is the one that we've been in here. So we got nested trading ranges. I expect the top of this to always be strong enough to push it back down. That's why I'm not too worried about getting out of the profit right now. But if we do get some type of move up here above these highs, above these highs and above these highs right here, we start getting a move in this area. That's not going to be good for me. So we'll just put that on there as a little reference. We've got some lows here that we have not run again, and I think we want to. And I think we're going to test this low one more time. We got pretty good down here before, so it wanted to come about halfway. I think we'll get there between here and here. So let's look to exit the trade or part of the trade if we start to eat through this area a little bit. And we'll still try to add on here, but we'll try to do it below a bear bar. But hopefully this range continues to fail. They continue to push up and get rejected. So I could get out probably around a profit right now, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a pretty good move back to these lows once they negotiate the high of this range. So let's see if I get it here. Big green bar there, high or low. So we went bullish here. We were bearish, low or high, low, lower, high, low. Then we shifted bullish, low, high, high or low, equal high. So I mean, it's about 50-50 right now, but because of the top of this range here that I think we're in, I think we're gonna fall away from this pretty hard. So I think there's some profit in this trade. This is a trading range candle. It went up, it went down. Looks like it's coming back down to be solid. But I don't see why we wouldn't be able to get below here, back to the zone. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to test that zone. So let's see what happens. I got this down in case it spikes, but I probably should have it here because it's more likely to spike here if it's going to just spike. But let's see. I could probably be quick on the trigger here. Going back to the top of the smaller range here. Getting rejected again.
got rejected again at the top, that candle. This one's closing at the top of the range. Looks like it's in a trading range of its own too. This candle's 5-minute candle's coming to a close here. It's filling back out to the downside. So we get a close here, we might get another candle like it to push us below. But I want to see it close below the midpoint of this. That's below the midpoint right there. I like that. I like that close. I'm comfortable holding this. I think we're going down for another candle around this size here. Returning to the top of this range again. Keeps getting rejected earlier and earlier though. See, these wicks are lower and lower. So they're stepping in. Bears are stepping in and selling this sooner every time it goes back up. So expect breakouts to the top to fail because there's bears up there that are willing to sell right now. Back to the top of the range, see how high I can get this time. You can't be afraid of this kind of price action in a range, okay? You just have to get reasonable about what it's worth to find out if you're right. I believe this is a range here that we're in inside of this bigger range. And we're just at the top of all the ranges right now. So I guess this is the same range here, just longer, just goes back further. Makes sense, right? Man, I'm so sniffly tonight. Okay, so this is failing above here. So it started here, it was pushed all the way up. At one point, you had a really nice bull signal, about half the candle, and then they came back and pushed it all the way back down here. So once again, we're expecting breakouts above highs to fail because limit bears are selling above highs. They're waiting until price gets to highs and they're selling. So everyone that bought this bar is trapped. So this can move pretty significantly down here. Okay, so it looks like we're breaking below this range. Most breakouts fail, so this could just as easily break out here, come down here, and then right back up to there. But it's getting into around this area that we said we would want to see it get into, right? Okay, there's a nice breakdown there. I mean, that's a nice breakdown. We could actually hit our target down here without dragging our stop down, because that's a really nice move. This 5-minute bar has a long way to go. Broke out of the range. Looks like we might try to retest the bottom of the range here. Doesn't look like they're interested in that either. They might just continue down. Yeah, looks like they're going to continue down here. They're buying this low, but not too convincingly. And I think this bar is big enough to where there's going to be follow through. So if we were to close right now, I'd be happy with the size of this bar. But they're negotiating the range here at the bottom of this bar. We just need to see it break lower. Okay, there it is. I think they're buying it up. They're in a small range here also. So I want to see this fail here and trade back below what it's doing right now. Because I think this you're going to have follow through from this bar. They're at least going to test the breakout point here. And I can try to get out there if it doesn't want to break. It's looking pretty good. Oh, bounced up again. That's not a bad profit for a quick little NASDAQ trade, but I'm thinking we're going to get below here. And I either put my stop at break even plus commissions, or I really give it the room to play out like I gave it to the upside here. Okay. That move is starting. I'm already in this move. You're late. That's an alert I have. Because you got a lot of bars trading below, trading above. That was a nice push from the bulls there. I'm going to start unwinding this, though. I'm going to start taking some profits down here. I'm going to start with 2 right here. Let's try to take 2 there. Try to take some profits at new lows. If we get new lows. We're only in 2 now, so we don't need this down here anymore. We're about the middle of the range right now with 2 of these. This is tricky because we could come back all the way up and retest the top of this range. I kind of wish we would do that. I kind of wish we would come all the way back here and test the top of this range and then just break away. But I want to hold this till this new low right here. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to hold it. I'm going to buy back this new low because I think that's where we're targeting. I think we're going below this low here. There's a lot. The 5-minute chart looked like it had turned bullish, but it had not, I guess, because you've got a higher high, a lower low. I'm sorry, higher high, a lower high, a higher low, a lower high, a lower low. So that's bullish structure, right? And then our bearish structure. And then we shifted here and made a higher low. So this could be potentially bullish right here, from here to here. But because we're at the top of a range, this range right here, we're not really too concerned about it. So we just tested the top of this range and failed. Or the bottom of this range. You guys see that? We just failed the bottom of that range. I'm going to sell again here. And I think it might come a little bit higher. Let's buy back. I'm going to do this here. We're gonna try to get short up here. We're going to try to get short somewhere up here. All the way over here. Anywhere up here we get short, it's not a bad trade. But they're looking like they just want to go ahead and come through this down here. Ooh, excuse me. I think that's all the excitement we're going to have. I'd really like for you guys to see it just ride through here, because I'm going to buy it down here. I'm going to buy it right here in this area. But doesn't want to do it on camera, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
As I was editing this, I realized that it broke through. So this was the low, and it came into all of these marks that we made on the chart in the video. So have we been patient? And I've been patient. Look, it's still breaking. Had I been patient, I would have had a much bigger profit. So should have just trusted my instinct and let it go down there. All right. See you in the next one. Peace.